Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. Hope everybody's doing good today, having a great day. We're gonna go inside this Goodwill and see if we can find anything to flip on eBay for a profit. Yellow's 50% off. All right.
So here's a little tip that I will give you guys if you're new to reselling. Most Goodwills or thrift stores that, especially in my area, they push out these big carts or these rolling shelves of clothing that they've just priced or hard goods they've just priced. That is going to be your best time to find stuff easily. Fortunately for me in my area, there's not a ton of people that are like hawking on these carts. So you can really find some decent things if you're just patient and you just kind of wait for them to push out new stuff. That's going to be the easiest way to find decent things in a cart that's not been looked through. And also, here's another little tip. If you're not sure about something and there's still a lot more things that you want to look at real quick, start putting things in your cart and look them up later. Like right here, I'm kind of sorting through with two carts. The stuff that I picked out of there, I'm looking them up and I'm trying to verify they're actually what I want to get. And that way it gives you time to think about it. But just keep everything you think you might want.
Well, hey guys, we're back in the garage, and just to recap on that, didn't do a lot of coverage in the thrift store, but that cart was actually full of some good stuff. So let's go over it real quick. We actually picked up, you saw before, these two pairs of Crocs. They were $2.99 each. Pretty good deal on those. These Allen Edmonds here were $7.99, but they were half off because they were yellow. Can't believe these weren't picked up. These are in great shape, Allen Edmonds. Not sure what model they are, but I figured for half off I was going to pick them up anyway because they're in such a good shape. Then we got this WandaVision, the complete series on DVD. This is Blu-ray, actually, the Blu-ray editions, $1.99. That's a good deal for this. About 30 bucks worth right there. This is a Disney Parks, Mike and Sully here, $2.99. Good price on that. I think we can get about 15 plus shipping. You can see it's Disney Parks right there. About 15 maybe plus shipping on this. I was thinking at first it might be a little bit more, but it wasn't. These right here were actually pretty good. I will have to test these to make sure that they work, obviously, but they look really good shape. I mean, they look hardly used at all. I mean, they have the speakers in the ears and everything. These are Brookstone earphones. I will have to, gaming headphones, I guess, something like that. I'll have to make sure they work. Looks like they go for about 60 bucks, 65, something like that. So definitely a good pickup on these. They were only $3.99. And then this Grand Carousel, it looks like it could go for about 50. I mean, around about 45, 50, something like that. It works. I tested it in the store. So they're all pretty good pickups at the last second. Most of these came out of that cart. So they came out of the cart, and cart. So pretty happy with that. The only things I picked up off the shelf were these three pairs of shoes, actually. So just goes to show you, sometimes you just gotta, you gotta be there when it happens. All right, guys, and it is actually Sunday evening, but I have to get ready early in the morning. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull and pack these for Monday. So the first thing I got going out of the 5 items is some London Fog boots. Here they are right here. These should be them right here, these long London Fog booties. Next thing we got going out is a pair of Asus Gel Nimbus 26s. Be these right here. And then the third thing going out is going to be a lot of 10 Disney Infinity Star Wars game figures in C5. Here they are right here. And then next in B8 we have that Cedar Point shirt, which if you remember from the last video, we just listed that. Just got it actually, and it already sold. It is right there. And last but not least is this vintage Sopranos. Somebody messaged me and asked me if we would take 60. I think we had it listed for $89.99. Been listed for a while, so I did accept the offer. I sent the offer of 60 bucks, and they accepted and paid for it. It's in C3. Right here. Right here. It's a Bada Bing vintage Soprano shirt. And well guys, that's gonna do it for this video. I know it's kind of a short one. I've actually been to a few thrift stores and haven't really been able to find much. So I have been going to some, but there's no sense in showing you if I don't really find anything at those stores. So unfortunately, that's gonna do it for this video. Really appreciate you guys watching the whole thing, and we'll see you on the next one.